Hello, my brothers, and happy Friday. We're going to talk about a couple of things today, so you're going to get a twofer. You're going to get a couple of thoughts in under 10 minutes. Because after 15 minutes or 10 minutes, YouTube wants me to dox myself, and that ain't happening. So, first thing on the agenda Will Smith's bullshit apology, or Will Simp's. And yeah, it's on the mainstream hate news. But anyway, let's talk about Will Simp's bullshit apology to Chris Rock. Got all up in his feelings like a woman. Came up there, oh, get my wife's name out your mouth. I'm gonna slap you. This just goes to show you how far that dude is cucked. He's cucked to the extreme. And the sad thing is that he don't know it. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if I have 50 cents to my name. If my so-called wife steps out on me and rubs my nose in it, I'm divorcing her. She can have the 50 cents. I'm done. I'd rather walk away than be humiliated as a man. But he still keeps humiliating himself. That's not what you do as a grown-ass man. That's what fucking women do. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's work this out. Fuck that. You put your hands on me in public with cameras on, when your ass goes to sit back down, I'm going to run over and I'm going to Spartan kick your ass. Just, oh! And you're going to get my size 12 to the face. Chris Rock shook it off and he was like, okay, whatever. I still got work to do. That's not how you apologize to somebody that you put your fucking hands on. Sorry, but Will Simp, you need to hand in your man card. You got all this damn money in the world and you let your wife humiliate you. Well, go humble yourself and get some backdoor channels and apologize to the man to his fucking face. To his face. And if you don't want the apology, sometimes that happens. Sometimes people can never be forgiven. But at least do it to his face. Not like the weak ass simp that you are. You could have did all this shit in backdoor channels with all you Holly weirdos and, settled your beef. So that's my thought on that. Don't become some weak ass man like he is. He don't got the balls that God gave a gander. That's a male goose, by the way. To just go talk to him face to face and be like, hey man, I fucked up. My bad. One free shot, bro, and then we'll shake hands and move on. But no, he don't got the guts to do that. So he wants to stick the media in his personal business. That's about the dumbest thing I ever heard of. But it goes to show you about how weak these dudes are. He's flexing like he's got all this money, but he don't have any manhood, no testosterone, nothing about the way he conducts himself. This is why I used to say, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago, when I started posting shit on YouTube. How you conduct yourself matters. I see right through that shit. But how you conduct yourself matters. And you conduct yourself and cuck yourself and want us all to fucking come back to you. Sorry, dude. I don't want to watch none of your shit. So I'm going to leave that for you guys to marinate on and, move on to the next subject before my 10-minute, 15-minute clock runs out here. All right. The second thing I want to talk about is just to clarify, because they're like, some people are like, where'd you get your name from? Where'd you get your catchphrase? Your YouTube name. Like, I thought that I could change it like a million damn times. I'm like, you know what? I'm already known by it. I'll stick with it. So I'll clarify that, because it might cause a little bit of confusion and be like, hey, where'd you go? Or oh, I started another channel and blah blah blah. I've did my best to avoid YouTube strikes. I've got a couple, mainly from General Kinetics, if you even know that guy, aka on his third or fourth channel, used to be known as Okie Drummer, and I called him a traitor, so he started coming after my channel. But just to clarify, I'm not related to Ribby the Party Frog. He's his own entity. I didn't even know who he was until after I seen him. And it's no disrespect toward him. He makes great content. I love his shorts. My YouTube name, it's a parody, actually, of Terrence Popp being a retired grunt, and where you stab something from bayonet training, and it's always the second and third rib. That's where your heart is, second and third rib. So that's where that came from, just to clarify. The first time I got onto YouTube was years and years and years ago. I think 2014, 2015. And really my only subscriber that I even bothered to listen to was Sandman. And we all know who Sandman is. And the guy put me on a really good path. He really did. So props to Sandman. I had to work a lot. I was running my ass into the ground. If you've ever been through a divorce court, you know exactly what I mean. Community property states, you're fucked. That's all I'll tell you. In 2 words, you're fucked. You live in a community property state, a common law marriage state. They leave you, they're done. They know that they're going to hit the cash register. So yeah, he kept me focused on, you know what, I just got to focus on me, do what I can do, and not allow another female to screw me over again. And then there was people that came along and people that popped up in the algorithm. Shout out the Hammerhand. He has his own unique, message. And it kind of reminds me of, I don't know, my dad, my grandpa. And he just comes out there and he says, fuck a bitch. Fuck him. My dad used to say the craziest things, but he was right. He said, just be in the 4F club. And this is right before he died from cancer. And it was a while ago. But he's like, there's only one rule with dealing with these bitches nowadays. Join the 4F club. Find them. Feed them. Fuck them. And forget them. Interesting advice from my old pops. So I hope he's up there in heaven having a good time. And I just want you guys to know that I'm doing all right, and I hope that you are too. Never give up, brothers. It does get better. So with that, cheers. I'm out.